A very good morning to all. Dear shareholders, I, Abhishek Ghosh, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of TRF Limited, warmly welcome you to the 63rd AGM of your company. This meeting is being convened over audio-visual means. Before we begin, I would like to briefly explain the participation and e-voting procedure. The facility of joining the AGM through audio-visual means has been made available for all shareholders. To ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting, all shareholders are placed on mute mode by default. The chairperson will announce the name of shareholders who have conveyed their desire to speak at this meeting. Upon being called, the host will give appropriate access to the concerned shareholder to speak. Before you commence speaking, please unmute your microphone and switch on the camera when called upon. A request to all speaker shareholders, please be brief and limit your comments to 3 minutes to allow maximum participation. If you face technical issues, please contact the helpline number mentioned in the AGM notice or refer to the FAQs on the NSDL website. In accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the stable listing regulations, the company has provided its members the facility to cast their vote through the remote e-voting system administered by NSDL. Members who have not yet voted may cast their votes on the NSDL e-voting website during the meeting and up to 15 minutes after its conclusion using the login methods detailed in the notice. Since the resolutions have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing or seconding of resolutions at the AGM. Thank you for your attention. I now request the chairperson to take over the proceedings of this meeting.
Thank you, Abhishek. Good morning, shareholders. I hope you and your family members are in good health. I welcome you all to the 63rd Annual General Meeting of the company. As the requisite quorum is present, I call the meeting to order. I now call on the directors who are on video conference to introduce themselves. I request Ms. Ramya Hariharan to introduce herself.
Good morning, shareholders. I'm Ramya Hariharan, Independent Director of the company. I'm participating at this 63rd Annual General Meeting through video conference from Kolkata. I'm also the chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and member of the Audit Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hariharan. I now request Mr. Krishnavad Dutt to introduce himself.
Good morning, shareholders. I am Krishnavad Dutt, the Independent Director of the company. I am attending this 63rd Annual General Meeting from Kolkata. I am also the chairperson of the Audit Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dutt. I now request Dr. Pinali Venugopal to introduce himself.
Good morning, shareholders. I am Pingali Venugopal, Independent Director of the company. I am participating at this 63rd Annual General Meeting through video conferencing from Jamshedpur. I am also the chairperson of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee and member of the Audit Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Venugopal. I now request Dr. Saugata Ray to introduce himself. You're on mute, Saugata.
Good morning, shareholders. I'm Saugata Ray, Independent Director of the company. I'm participating at this 63rd Annual General Meeting through video conference from Mumbai. I'm also a member of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ray. I now request Mr. Akshay Kullar to introduce himself. You're on mute, Akshay.
Director of the company. I'm participating.
It's fine, it's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So good morning, shareholders. I am Akshay Kullar, non-executive director of the company. I'm participating in this AGM through video conference from my office in Jamshedpur. I'm also a member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshay. Due to a personal exigency, Mr. Sandeep Bhattacharya, non-executive director of the company, is unable to attend in this meeting. With me present here are Mr. Umesh Kumar Singh, Managing Director of the company, Mr. Animesh Upadhyay, Chief Financial Officer of the company, and Mr. Abhishek Ghosh, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company. I would now like to welcome the company's union representatives to the AGM. We value their contribution in maintaining industrial harmony at TRF establishments and thank them for the support to the management. Today, we have with us Dr. Rakeshwar Pandeji, President, Tata Robbins Fraser Labor Union, and Mr. Anjani Kumarji, General Secretary, Tata Robbins Fraser Labor Union. Ms. Sonika Berman, representing PwC Chartered Accountants LLP, statutory auditor of the company. Mr. Rupak Kumar, representing Shom and Banerjee, cost auditor of the company. And Mr. Debabrat Dutt, representing D. Dutt and Company, secretarial auditor of the company, are also attending this meeting. This annual general meeting is being held through audiovisual means. This format is in compliance with the directions of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, as well as the Securities and Exchange Board of India. A live streaming of this meeting is also being made available through the website of NSDL. The company has taken the requisite steps to enable shareholders to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. The company has received 2 letters along with board resolutions from corporate shareholders appointing and authorizing representatives under Section 113 of the Companies Act 2013 in respect of 37,55,235 equity shares, representing 34.12% of the total voting capital of the company. Since the physical attendance of shareholders is dispensed with, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers, as required under the Companies Act 2013, and other documents as mentioned in the notice convening this meeting, are open for inspection in electronic mode. Should you wish to inspect, please write to the Company Secretary at the email address mentioned in the notice convening the meeting. Shareholders who have not cast their vote earlier through the remote e-voting can do so during the course of this meeting through remote e-voting facility. Before we proceed, I would like to share a few thoughts. India remained as one of the fastest growing major economies in the world, recording growth of around 7.5% during the year. Ongoing infrastructure development and capacity expansion are expected to sustain industrial activity across key sectors, which in turn is projected to support the GDP to expand by around 6.5 to 6.7% in FY 26-27. TRF Limited has long played a pivotal role in supporting India's core industries like steel, power, etc., through its expertise in bulk material handling equipment, systems, and engineering solutions. TRF has strategically recalibrated itself on emerging opportunities by leveraging its strong legacy and technical expertise. The company sees significant growth potential through deeper engagement with Tata Steel, other Tata Group companies, and select enterprises undertaking large-scale investments in steel, mining, power, ports, and infrastructure sectors. Let me move to the company performance. Safety remained a non-negotiable priority for the company. We maintained 0 fatalities during the year and recorded 1 lost time injury. The company continued to strengthen its safety culture through safety audits, enhanced contractor safety management, and the establishment of a safety leadership development center. These efforts resulted in improvement in multiple safety matrices. The company was also recognized at the CII Eastern Region Safety Efforts for its efforts on safety. From an operational standpoint, FY26 was a year of transition and strategic realignment. The company progressively focused its focus on the product and spares business through deeper engagement with chosen customers, enabling greater participation in their growth initiatives. This strategic shift contributed to improved cash flows and a stronger liquidity position. I am pleased to share that during the year, the company achieved a production output of 1,400 metric tons of idlers, resulting in the successful delivery of over 90,000 idlers. Equally noteworthy was the successful commencement and scale-up of our pulley manufacturing operations, with a production output of 180 metric tons, marking an important milestone in broadening our material handling product portfolio. In addition, the company produced 449 metric tons of equipment and spares, with a total production of 2,100 metric ton, reinforcing our commitment to supporting customer operations through reliable and value-added solutions. Significant milestones were achieved across projects in Jharkhand and Telangana, while the wagon tipler and side arm charger project at Ghatampur, Uttar Pradesh was successfully commissioned during the year, further demonstrating the company's project execution capabilities and commitment to customer satisfaction. To support these developments, investments were made in equipment modernization, safety audits of material handling equipment, and the establishment of in-house testing capabilities. These initiatives enhanced manufacturing efficiency, strengthened quality assurance, reduced the dependence on external agencies, and further augmented the company's idler and puller manufacturing capabilities. Additionally, capital expenditure was undertaken for the modernization of machinery and upgradation of plant infrastructure, laying a strong foundation for future growth and operational excellence. A key priority during the year remained strengthening the balance sheet. Continued focus on collections, project closure, and disciplined working capital management improved liquidity, reduced debtor exposure, and further lowered the financial risks of the company. Through sustained efforts, the company was able to reduce debtors by 20%, resulting in improved cash flows and improved liquidity. The company has also been able to reduce the bank guarantee exposure by 20% over the previous year. As of June 2026, the outstanding exposure to bank guarantees given by the company stands at around 32 crores as compared to over 120 crores 5 years back. On a consolidated basis, the total income of your company during FY26 was rupees 100 crores and 96 lakhs compared to rupees 138 crores 80 lakhs in the previous year. The company reported a loss of 4.47 crores as against a profit before tax of 30.93 crores in the previous year. During the year, the company continued to strengthen its people capabilities through a combination of workforce optimization, talent development, and employee engagement initiatives. Significant focus was placed on capability building through a structured training programs, technical skill enhancement initiatives in collaboration with Tata Steel and JNT VTI, and the launch of Skill Shakti program to improve shop floor competencies. The company also strengthened its performance management system, introduced fast track career growth opportunities, and expanded employee recognition and engagement initiatives. These efforts were supported by continued focus on diversity, inclusion, employee welfare, and creating a future ready workforce aligned with TRF's long term business strategy. The overall gender diversity in the company stands around 15%. In line with Tata Group's core values, consciousness for the environment and sustainable business practices are integrated in the company's strategy. The total carbon emission intensity is 0.91 tons of CO2 emissions, which is better than peers. The company has implemented a greenhouse gas management system to monitor and reduce its carbon footprint further. The company has a long standing record of meaningfully impacting communities around its operations. Our commitment remains to create positive social impact. The company has voluntarily undertaken various interventions to support education, skill development, and livelihood creation in areas surrounding our operations. Employees actively participate in such initiatives, and we are pleased to report that during the financial year 26, the company clocked in 10.79 per capital volunteering hours. Looking ahead, the company is focused on strengthening its position in the product and spares business, with particular emphasis on expanding its idler and pulley manufacturing capabilities. The investments made during the year in capacity enhancement, equipment upgrades, plant infrastructure, and in house testing facilities will support a stronger operational foundation to support future growth. The company will also continue to leverage its manufacturing expertise and supply chain improvements to enhance competitiveness, operational efficiency, and customer service. The company is committed to pursue opportunities aligned with its core strength while trying to create long term value for stakeholders and shareholders. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I extend our sincere appreciation to our shareholders, our business partners, and all our stakeholders for their continued trust and unwavering support. I also wish to acknowledge the TRF Union, its leadership, and all our employees for their dedicated efforts in strengthening the company's performance. We are grateful for your confidence in the board and the management team, and we look forward to your continued support as we move ahead on our path of sustainable growth. Thank you. Since the notice is already circulated to all the shareholders, I take the notice convening this meeting as read. Since there is no observation, qualification, adverse remarks, or comment by the statutory auditors in their report on the financial statements for the year ending March 31st, 2026, or matters which have taken any adverse effect on the functioning of the company, the auditor's report is taken as read. I now request Mr. Umesh Kumar Singh, Managing Director, to make a presentation on the performance of the company.
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning to all. I will, in my presentation, briefly take you through the key metrics for the financial year which has just gone by. Next slide, please. So we begin with a safe harbor statement. Next, please. Safety, we are happy to report that because of the various efforts, a sustained safety performance, we have maintained zero fatality and no serious reportable incidents. In FY26, we had 1 LTI, and we are able to do this through a combination of safety audits, comprehensive training, toolbox, talks and mass meetings, coupled with 100% work permit system compliance to work permit systems, CSMS, and statutory compliance at all fronts. Next, please. TRF has faced several challenges over the last decade. The key message in this slide is prior to FY23, we were in the EPC business of doing projects. Post FY23, we shifted out of that EPC strategy. Notable is that although the revenues prior to FY23 were impressive, but the cash flows and profitability were negative. However, once we shifted from a strategy exiting out of the EPC, our cash flows and profitability have been healthy. Next, please. The key financial performances: a revenue of 100 crores. Operating income has remained broadly consistent, supported by disciplined execution, and EBITDA of 25 crores, a PAT of 2 crores post adjustments and provisions, and a retained earnings of a negative of 514 crores, which is better than the last year. Dividend declaration remains constrained by the company's negative retained earnings balance. Next, please. Realignment of the efficiency and position to grow basically features on 4 levers: safety and environment, human resource, business, and modernization. On safety and environment, we had a training of 4,200 man-hours. We added the SLDC, and we have had sustained campaigns on working at height, road and fire safety. On human resource, our gender diversity stands at 15%. The skill development, we have invested 9,400 man-hours of training. The wellness development, 12 out of a 16-point scale. We have had 100% contractor employee statutory compliances and a productivity of 6 tons per employee per year. On the business, we have reinitiated product and spares business as an OEM, delivering trusted material handling solutions to industries that power India's industrial and infrastructure growth, and a focus on closure of the loss-making legacy contracts. On the modernization, we have done a capex of 8 crores. New installations include machines for the idler production. We have also refurbished 6 critical machines to enhance performance, and roof and side sheeting of around 20,000 square meter also included reinforcement of the civil structure across plants and offices. Next, please. Going forward, from stability to sustained growth, FY27 and beyond would be basically hinged on 3 factors. Tata Steel, we will do strategic integration within Tata Steel ecosystem. Tailored solutions specific to Tata Steel plant conditions and expansion needs. Strong order pipeline and execution support. Enables cash flows, stability, and operational continuity. We are also looking at Tata Group companies, leveraging the group synergy, leveraging TR's core OEM capabilities to deliver standardized, high-quality solutions aligned with Tata benchmarks, lower counterparty risk with trusted ecosystem. We have also started looking at select other companies, OEM, basically led by OEM growth strategy, leveraging proprietary offerings, embedded execution learnings with strengthening risk controls. Next, please. On the transforming lives, strengthening communities, we have had 6,726 volunteering hours, and it has been the highest in the small scale industries. We have had a blood donation drive wherein 400 plus units of blood was collected with the help of the blood bank of Jamshedpur. We conduct free eye camps. 150 plus individuals have benefit out of our efforts. We have an Akshar School initiative. This is a drive to help 80 underprivileged children on education. This was all from my side. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Umesh. I will now call upon the speaker shareholders. Based on the list of registered shareholders, the first shareholder is Manoj Kumar Gupta. Please go ahead, Manoj.
Hello, good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I have joined this meeting from my residence city of Joy, Kolkata. I feel proud to be a shareholder of TRF from a long time, and I feel proud to be a shareholder of a company under the umbrella of Tata's, which we have full faith and confidence. Those believe in the corporate democracy and always like to give opportunity to the small investors to speak in the VC meeting. In other companies, we find they do not believe in the corporate democracy and they do not want to face the shareholder. Thanks to the company secretary and his team to help us to join this meeting through VC. And I feel proud to see that our union leaders are present, especially I thanks to Mr. Rakesh Pandey, who always, when the physical meeting were held in Calcutta of Tata Metallic and Tin Plate, we always meet him and convey our best wishes to him that I wish to God for his healthy and prosperous, safe, long life. And Tatas are willing to give good opportunity to their employees because they think that from the day of foundation, that employees are the part and parcel of the company, so that all pupils are satisfied with the Tatas, even that employees and the investors and their families. And what's your future plan of the company? And what's your future outlook of the company for next 2 to 3 years? And how you will reward to the shareholders in coming time? And remember, is there any plan, because the 3 years back the plan has dropped to merge the company with Tata Steel? Maybe in future the company can be merged with the Tata Steel. Kindly throw some highlight what the plan of our parent. Identity should be there of the TRF. So we think that company will not be merged, but there is a speculation in the market that in near future when that market will rise, the company can be merged. So, and how much your order book? How much? And thanks for your CSR. You are doing a wonderful CSR work for the community and the society in Jamshedpur and near to plants. And now the every sector is growing. So, what's your plan for Telangana further? And what's your capex plan for next 2 to 3 years? Kindly throw some highlight. With this, I strongly support all the resolutions with the hope that when we meet next, our share price will be doubled. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. The next registered speaker is Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf. Please go ahead, Mr. Saraf.
हेलो
Yes, we can hear you.
माननीय अध्यक्षा जी, उपस्थित निदेशक मंडल के सदस्य, अधिकारी और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष कुमार साहब कलकत्ता से आप सभी को राम राम कहता हूँ। आशा करता हूँ आप सब अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में होंगे। सर, मैं सभी कर्मचारी भाई बहनों का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत का फल है कि आज हमारी कंपनी इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट दे रही है। सर मैं आपके CFO का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ, काफी अच्छी बैलेंस शीट प्रेजेंट करने के लिए। उस बैलेंस में उन्होंने प्राय सभी प्रश्न जो हमारे होने चाहिए थे उनके उत्तर दिए हैं। तो इसलिए कि आपने भी अपने वक्तव्य में प्रश्न सब कुछ बताया, तो मुझे तो कोई प्रश्न सुन ही नहीं रहा कि मैडम से क्या प्रश्न करूं मैं, है। फिर भी आपके सेक्रेटरी ने मुझे एडवांस में कुछ मांगे थे प्रश्न, मैंने उनको भेज दिया है, तो उनको भेज दिया, शायद उनका उत्तर लिखित में या आपके थ्रू देंगे। और मेरे कोई प्रश्न नहीं है। फिर सीएफओ को ये रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, अगले साल जब बैलेंस शीट बनाए या एनुअल रिपोर्ट बनाए, तो एक आध तो प्रश्न हमारे लिए छोड़ दिया करिए, जो हम आगे मैडम से पूछ सकें। अदरवाइज मीटिंग में आना और चले जाना भी नहीं होगा। अतः आशा करता हूं अगले साल सीएफओ साहब इस विचार करेंगे। और मैं सेक्रेटरी को प्रश्न भेज चुका हूँ, आशा करता हूँ उनके थ्रू आपके पास वो आ जाएंगे, या फिर बाद में मैनेजमेंट उसका रिप्लाई देगा। तो मैं फाइनेंशियल सर्विस की आप सभी तो शुभकामना देता हूँ, भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ फाइनेंशियल सर्विस हमारी कंपनी की जितने भी डायरेक्टर, जितने भी कर्मचारी है और जितने भी एसेट है, उनकी फैमिली के लिए हेल्दी वेल्थी प्रोजेक्ट सेफ्टी के साथ व्यतीत होगा। मैं सेक्रेटरी उसी टीम का भी आभार प्रकट करता हूँ मुझे कंटिन्यू टच करने के लिए। जय जय भारत, राम राम।
Thank you, Mr. Saraf. Mr. Puneet Longia. Please go ahead, Mr. Longia.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Respected board members and shareholders. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. I have gone through the annual report and found it very informative. I was pleased to learn that the company has transformed old record and engineering drawings into digital form. This is an excellent initiative as it helps preserve valuable information and improves efficiency. I also feel that strong digital system that make work easier for employees. They save times, help in finding information quickly, improve productivity, and ultimately enable the company to provide better services to its customers. This brings to me an important topic, cybersecurity. In today's digital environment, cyber threats and data breaches have become a very common concern. Therefore, I would like to ask two simple questions. First, what measures has the company taken to safeguard its system and data from cyber threats? Second, did the company face any cybersecurity incident on cyber attack during the last financial year? If yes, what corrective actions were taken? That's all from my side. I wish the company continued success. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Longia. The next speaker is Mr. Kamal Kishore Jawar. Please go ahead, Mr. Jawar.
मैडम
हाँ, आ रही है।
हेलो, ओके, थैंक यू। हमारे चेयरपर्सन मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑल डायरेक्टर को नमस्कार। कमल किशोर जवाहर फ्रॉम हैदराबाद। आपका चेयरमैन स्पीक और जो प्रेजेंटेशन बताए मैडम, पूरा डिटेल बता दिए, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और अपना कंपनी भी टाटा ग्रुप है, और फ्यूचर 2026 2027 अपना रेवेन्यू कितना आ सकता है मैडम, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए। और आपका सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट कंपनी सेक्रेटरी हमारे अविनाश घोष जी, कभी भी हम मेल दिए आंसर मिल जाता है। उनका सर्विस बहुत अच्छा है सर, उनका सर्विस बहुत अच्छा है। और अपना आगे 2026 2027 का फ्यूचर बताइए मैडम, कितना प्रॉफिट आ सकता है। और अपना जो ऑर्डर्स कुछ ऐसा कुछ आने वाला है क्या, और इसके बारे में बताइए। और ज़्यादा कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ, मैं भी ये कंपनी का पुराना शेयर हूँ। शेयर मार्केट तो अप एंड डाउन चलते रहता है, उसके बारे में मैं ज़्यादा नहीं दोहराऊंगा। इसी तरह वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस रखिए। हमारे सेक्रेटरी, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और टीम का फोन आया, बैलेंस शीट मिला, तो इनका बहुत गुड सर्विस है, तो मैं उनको बधाई देता हूँ। ऐसी सर्विस बहुत कम मिलती है हम लोगों को, शेयर होल्डर को, तो उनको बधाई देता हूँ। और आपसे तो सब फेस्टिवल की शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू मैडम।
Thank you, Mr. Jawar. The next next speaker is Mr. Nalin Shah. Please go ahead, Mr. Shah.
The managing director and the entire team of TRF Limited. I just wanted to tell you, sir, madam, that I am an investment banker by profession and stockbroker, and had an opportunity of associating almost majority of the Tata company's issues when heading the investment banking at JM Financial, including Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals, and all sorts of companies. What I find, madam, here is that this is a 60 years legacy of TRF, of a Tata Group company. And there are very high expectations of the investors that it should generate a good wealth for the investor. And that's why investors, stick to the companies on a long-term basis. Unfortunately, what we find is that Tata TRF, in spite of a 60 years legacy in the business where the it is its fortunes are directly related to the infrastructure sector. Infrastructure sector is booming, capital expenditure is booming, but in spite of that, the TRF performed the best performance way back in 2010 when you had, I think, the top line and bottom line, everything, in line with the performance. And the share price was almost 1150 rupees and 1200 crores kind of a market cap we had seen. Unfortunately, what we find is that thereafter, in last about 16 years, there has been no letting back, and company is just, sinking only, and there is no let up. In 23-24, when Mr. Narendra took over as a chair, as a director, and the team came from the Tata Steel, we were very hopeful, and it did appear that there is some turnaround which is happening. Unfortunately, it tapered out, within no time. And again, we are back to square one. We are in the losses in spite of such, huge, sector which is available for our this thing. We had, I think we have a market cap only of around 250 crores of rupees. That itself speaks that, we are reduced to a very tiny company. So what is the reason and what is the things which is ailing this company for such a long time of 60 years that we are, after 60 years, we are at 250 crores market cap. We have seen the cycles where even Titan, when I was associated with Titan also for their first fundraising IPO, after 10, 15, 20 years, Titan was also in a very, very lukewarm kind of a performance. But once it took off, it has generated huge wealth for the shareholders who are waiting for long-term basis. So I would like to know what is the TRF strategy? Is there something wrong with the sector? Is there something wrong that we are not having a proper teamwork? Is there some resource crunch? What is the crunch, which is ailing this company? And we are, having a very, very pathetic kind of performance. So if you can throw some light, in fact, I had written to you also a mail about a month back and requesting you that I would like to meet you personally also to just discuss the fortunes of this company, or you, or maybe any of your nominees who are associated at a higher level. So, madam, I would like to know what is, our 26, 27 and 27, 28, thus foreseeable future. What is the kind of fortune you are seeing? And are we seeing any, turnaround potential possibilities? Or do we feel that no, investors are very much disappointed with the performance of TRF? So I would request kindly throw some clear light as to what is the strategy of this company, what are the problems company is facing, and when do we see some light at the end of the tunnel? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. The next speaker is Mr. Saurabh Kumar. Mr. Kumar, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to all board members and shareholders. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak as a shareholder of the company. I have been a shareholder for many years and have seen TRF's journey. There was a time when TRF was a very big company with higher revenue. Later, the company faced many challenges and has been difficult times. But but right now, what gives me confidence today is that the company is moving forward. Okay. The annual report explains that the company is now focusing more on products, spares, and services, and less on large EPC projects. Okay. I was happy to read about future opportunities linked to Tata Steel's expansions plans, mining projects, and different industrial growths in the country. These opportunities can help the company grow in coming years. Okay. I also noted that the company continues to invest in machines, manufacturing, operations, and different things. These efforts can help the overall process and prepare the company for future growth. We understand that turnaround do not happen in a single year. Progress comes step by step. After reading the annual report, I feel that management is taking several steps to the future. Okay, my question is that I want to ask, what is the future of TRF's business, and what is the current ratio of the company? Okay. That is all from my end. Thank you very much for the allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. The next registered speaker is Mr. Chetan Cholera. Please go ahead, Mr. Cholera.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Dear Chairman and Board of Directors, my question highlights the deep disappointment felt by retail shareholders who reposed absolute trust in governance and reputation of Tata Group, only to suffer severe capital restriction. Relying on official action disclosure from February 24, which cited structural business improvements, cost optimization, and direct support from Tata Steel, many minority investors accumulated shares near peak valuation of around 400. Regrettably, subsequent quarters revealed persistent operational volatility, declining revenues, which dragging down the stock price down to almost 50% level of around 200. My question is, how does the board reconcile the high optimism generated by post-structural announcement with the ongoing operational instability that left retail investors standard at cyclical highs? Given this heavy reliance on promoter life support, Given the heavy reliance on promoter life support, what concrete strategic steps is management taking to aggressively expand order flows from other Tata Group's companies as well as non-Tata external clients, ensuring a self-sustained business model that protects long-term minority investors' wealth? Thank you. I just request for the factory visit also. And what will be the capital expenditure for current and next year? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cholera. The next registered speaker is Mr. Himanshu Anilbhai Trivedi. Please go ahead, Mr. Trivedi. Mr. Trivedi, we cannot hear you.
Hello, I'm audible. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, all of you. Respected Chairman, Samita Shah, other board of directors sitting with us. Myself, Himanshu Trivedi from Gujarat, Vadodara. First of all, I'm thankful to our company secretary, Abhishek Ghosh, who's been sending the soft copy of the AGM notice, which is full of information, fact, clear and place, which is easy to follow, easy to understand. So I'm thankful to you and your entire secretary. Report is nicely prepared. All corporate all parameters are covered in the AGM notice. I don't have much question. Don't have much question because I have full faith on board and they're working. I have already sent my question and query to the email with the zero time of AGM. Give the opportunity to speak my race speaker shareholder. Sir, as a speaker, still I have a few questions. What is the market share we have in domestic as well as in international market? My second query, what will be the profit sharing ratio coming financial year? I wish good luck and bright future for coming financial and coming festival. Thank you to allow to speak. Respected Chairman, please remember speaker shareholder at the time of festival as same as your family member and as your employees. Thank you to allow to speak. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Trivedi. The next speaker is Mr. Manu Kumar Das. Please go ahead, Mr. Das.
Good afternoon, Chairperson, Madam, Board Member, and management team, and others who have joined. Thank you for allowing me to join today's AGM. I have read the annual report and would like to thank you everyone. I believe that every company becomes better when people work together. Different people bring many experience and ideas. This helps our company to improve and grow. I respect to the company's efforts and maintain a safe and happy workplace. It is good to see company sharing and information with stakeholders. I was also reading about the employee activities such as sports event, health awareness programs, and blood donation camps. This activity helps bring employees together and create a positive workplace. I also appreciate the company effort on well-being. This initiative helps employees feel supports and valued. I also happy to see strong participation and voluntary activity. This is a big numbers achieved. Communities service create a positive culture and helps connected connection between the employee and society. This helps to maintain a positive environment. My question for the AGM is, what is the diversity amongst employee? And second one, what is the company doing to retain talent?
Thank you, Mr. Das. The next speaker is Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal.
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
thank you, ma'am. This is Bimal Kumar Agarwal speaking from Bombay. First of all, like to thank the company secretary and his team, management staff, and the shareholder. Madam, good afternoon to you. Good evening, good night, and good morning to other directors, other shareholders who have joined from different parts of the world. Ma'am has given beautiful picture about the company. Someone spoke about the Titan. Titan is shared, one share 10 rupees share is quoting today at around 1 lakh rupees today with the bonus and the split. That I'm telling you that also. And what is the accretion rate of our employee due to AI technology and cloud? And ma'am, dividend declared should be given on the same day as Reliance is dividend is credited on the same day after the AGM. See that this time if you don't give, next time you should follow this rule. And please continue video conference so people from all over the world can join. That's all from me. Thank you very much. And take my name for a plant visit also, if it's arranged.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. The next registered speaker is Mr. Rajshekhar Guttikonda.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, madam?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Samita Shah, madam. Actually, can you hear me? I think, madam.
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Yes, madam. Jai Bharat, Jai Ratan Tata ji, and Jai Modi ji. Actually, one more thing. Mainly, Pandey sir, you are the union leader. So you are the very important person for our company, and please see as a shareholders of as good as your union related people, and please try to help us in a required conditions. Pandaji, I think you can hear me. And coming to madam, this I humbly request you because Tata Steel Ghosh sir was telling that only 3 minutes, and I have invested. I have owned around 3 lakh shares in roughly around in this company and invested around 15 to 18 CR. And Ghosh sir was telling 3 minutes. Tata Steel AGM takes for hours, madam. My humble request is we will not take much time. Kindly allow us to speak and tell our issues and humbly request you whatever we are expecting from your side. Okay. And coming to the point, madam, the thing is, if you go to the when merger was called off. Hello, hello,
Yeah, please
hello.
go ahead. We can hear you.
When merger was called off, you have written in a such a way, like no, madam, from few months we are seeing a strong turnaround in the company, so we are calling off the merger. Okay, I don't know, just 1 day before. How can, madam? I think sorry, you are not the chairperson at that time. Okay, again I'm talking to the TRF, and so it was called off just one day before the results announced. So can we think that results are known to you, which is unethical, and you have withdrawn the merger just before one day? Pandeji, as a union leader, you have to think of this, because, and one more thing, we strongly recommend as a shareholders to give employee stock options, because they also, their families also become wealthier going forward, and they also wish to move forward with TRF good things going forward. I strongly recommend to give a very good ESAPs to all the union leaders. And coming to this thing, madam, I want to tell you, madam, please don't have it. I have a due respect to you, and I have a lot of respect to you. You are as good as a today. You are a chairman. You are as good as a mother to all our shareholders. Please don't take me wrongly. I am telling you my pain. I want to ask that particular day when this announcement was done, the directors, what fiduciary due diligence was done by independent directors while withdrawing the merger proposed one day before merger was called off. Okay, madam. And I want all the, I think Nalin Shah ji, Chetan ji spoke very good, because no, we have invested hard earned money. And I want to tell my details also in detail, because, okay, I wish the TRF should do very well. And my details are 9246275759. Okay, and I want to take, I humbly request TRF board to take, because this is not, nobody expect this sort of thing from a Tata Group company. And it never happened, I think, before, till today, when Tata Group was established, and it will not happen in 100 years or 200 years going forward. So I think this is a big blunder happened with TRF that time, who are the directors. I'm not blaming today who are the directors. And we were having strong expectation looking at your announcement, and we are the people, like, no, we are became like a boiler hens, like looking at statement, we bought foolishly our hard-earned money. Hello, our hard-earned money invested, and today we are at the problem. And all this I'm telling you, madam, my humble request is, kindly see that why this is all. I'm not telling, like, no, something as a blame game or something. My humble request is, see that TRF will be not merged with Tata Steel, and under your leadership we are here to support you, madam. Whatever, if you want rights issue, tell me, we are here to support you. If you want whatever, we are, because no, after, because we are humbly till now what happened is happened. Okay. And one more thing, madam, why you Tata Steel is owning 34% only, and we small shareholders and minority shareholders are holding 64%, and all 7 independent directors are from Tata Steel or different people. Why can't there? I have seen a knowledgeable people speaking, like, no, this Nalin Shahji, who I felt, I don't know, I never saw his face also till now, who is like a qualified person, and Chetan ji. Why can't you take these people as two shareholders, directors, because it will show the honesty in the company. And because, and one more thing I want to know is, I heard, I don't have a proof for this, in 2019 also, madam, because you are not the chairman that time, I wanted to bring into your notice, you do a proper this thing. Like in 2019 also, I heard that something went wrong in the company, but I don't have evidence for that. I am trying to go in deep and dig it out of that. And kindly, madam, I humbly request you, please, and take this matter to the Natarajan Chandrasekhan sir, who is the chairman of Tata Steel, Noel Tata sir, and Tata Steel MD NV Narendran ji, and CS and complaints officer of Tata Steel Parameshwaran ji, and everything. And again, I'm telling, madam, finally, my humble request is, please understand our pain. As a today, as you are, I think you are, you look younger than me, but please kindly, as a mother, you are like a shareholder. Please don't take it negative. And you voluntary write to the SEBI, madam, saying that I definitely feel as a shareholder, definitely something has gone. No Tata company in history done this sort of thing, withdrawing one day before the merger. Means you people know the outcome of the result of the voting. How ethical to know the outcome of the result one day before voting closes? SEBI and all these investigations agencies, and I think Noel Tata ji and Chandrasekharan sir, all these should involve Tata MG. And because, madam, because why I am telling is tomorrow board will be definitely responsible. I know, ma'am, because I am not with good health, madam. I don't know how many years I will live, but I will fight for TRF good and TRF employees and TRF shareholders till the end of my life. And I humbly request you kindly, madam, you are not the chairman that day. I think if you are the chairman, this would have not happened. And why I bought, madam, looking at this, that brighty statements, for a few months we have transformed, superb, and one day before you have withdrawn. So we have a strong expectations looking at, as a human being, as a sister, you try to understand our feelings and kindly, humbly see that TRF will do very well, madam. And kindly write to SEBI, because no, this is a Tata group, not like a normal something. Write to SEBI to investigate what exactly happened during this withdrawing period. Because let SEBI investigate and give a report, madam. Because there are the other things, independent directors are responsible that day. Let them also explain under what guidance and what these things they also accepted, and give us that day minutes of meeting as a shareholders. I have written such a big mail, and this Ghoshji is saying that limit of 3, and he's a good person. Again, I'm telling you,
Mr. Guttikanda, it's I think you've made the point. We have other shareholders also registered. Any other questions?
You may no. Tata Steel doesn't happen like this, madam. I know that you will avoid me. Tata Steel AGM doesn't happen like this. You know that you will avoid me. And Ghoshji, why he has not responded till now, or to my mail I have sent almost 1.5 months back, and no response, nothing till today, means that shows that you people are wrong, and you voluntarily, because it's a Tata Steel company, you voluntarily write a mail to the SEBI stating that to investigate everything and give us, if you are clean and this thing, you take a clean chit, madam. You show that your ethics are there, and you please take this to the Chandrasekharan ji and Noel Tata ji, Noel Tata ji, Tata Steel MD, Tata Steel CFO, and everybody are responsible, madam. And so kind of you, madam. God bless you. Thank you. I will stop here because I think you are fed up. I am talking the reality. And more labor unions, sirs, kindly, we have to fight together for surveillance of this company, survival of this company. Pandeji, I am strongly recommending company. We only don't want to benefit company to give you stock options. Okay, and everyone should benefit. And I am hopeful under madam, under the what do you call, Samita Shah madam, this thing, I don't know big English, this company will become a big company. And finally, madam, I humbly request you, please take all my kind requests. Thanks a lot, so kind of you.
Thank you, Mr. Guttikanda. The next registered speaker is Mr. Souvik Shekhar. Mr. Shekhar.
Good afternoon, madam, board members, and fellow shareholders. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak at today's AGM. I've gone through the annual report and appreciate the efforts being made by the company and its employees. I am particularly encouraged by the strong emphasis on safety, given the nature of our operations across plants, workshops, and project sites. Ensuring that every employee returns home safely each day is of utmost importance. It is reassuring to see the company maintaining its commitment to this objective. I also appreciate the company's focus on environmental sustainability and its initiatives towards community welfare through employee volunteering activities. These efforts reflect the company's commitment to responsible and sustainable growth. I understand that the company has faced challenges in recent years and would like to appreciate the board management and employee for their dedication and efforts towards improving business performance. I would be grateful if the board would share its views on the following. What are the company's future growth prospects and key strategic priorities? What are the company's safety targets for the coming year and what initiatives are planned to achieve them? Thank you, and I wish the company continued success in the years ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Shekhar. The next speaker is Mr. Keshav Garg.
Madam, thank you for providing me this opportunity. So I have already sent my list of questions, but so I'm not going to repeat them. But Madam, I'm extremely disappointed, concerned, and anxious with the performance of the company. In fact, I have no words to express my how disappointed I am. Now, Madam, if we just compare our company's performance with our competitor, Elecon Engineering, they also have a material handling division. So till FY22, both our company and Elicon's material handling division were doing similar sales and in fact similar profitability also. In fact, in FY23, Elecon Engineering's material handling division did a EBITDA PBIT of 33 crore, whereas TRF in the same year did almost double that, 58 crore PBIT. Now, but since then, our fortunes have turned for the worse, and last year Elecon Engineering's material handling division did 713 crore revenue and 209 crore PBIT, which is more than double of our revenue. So just imagine, till 3 years back, we were doing more profit than them, and last year their EBITDA was double of our revenue. So I mean, I'm totally at a loss of words to explain how pathetic the performance of this company is. In fact, it seems to me that this company is a parking slot for all the non-performers in Tata Steel who are dumped over here. And I'm unable to understand that we used to have a rental income from Tata Steel of 29 crore in FY23, 29 crore in FY24, which reduced to 17.7 crore in FY25 and became zero in FY26. So basically, what were we renting out to them and why have it become zero? And what is happening to that, whatever plant or infrastructure that we had rented out for 29 crore? What is happening to that? Now, madam, I'm again this onerous contract business. I don't know for how many decades this thing will keep on going on. I still believe that there are 8 contracts which are still outstanding. When will they get completed? What will be the loss that we need to book on the same? And I understand there is unserved long-term contracts of still 56 crores remaining. So will they be completed this financial year, or when exactly will they get completed, and what is the loss expected from these onerous contracts? Please tell us. Now, our volumes are falling. In FY24, we did almost 3,000 ton, which has come down to 2,100 tons last year, which is again a fall of roughly 50% in the past 2 years. But if we look at our employee expense as a percentage of sale, in FY22, it used to be 28% of revenue, which last year it became 68% of revenue, and the median employee is getting 7.74 lakh rupees package annually. So madam, it seems to me that this company is being run for the benefit of the employees only, and basically it's being run like a government company with no regards to shareholders, and only there are your employees are overpaid and underworked. Now, I don't understand that. Firstly, you went berserk doing foreign acquisitions, taking all kinds of nonsensical contracts left, right, and center without any due diligence. That time also we were not running the company. Tata Steel was running the company. And now that we have finally basically shut all the, at least the foreign operations, I'm not able to understand why still those subsidiaries are there. Why don't we shut them down? Or is it your plan to send some employees to for foreign junket and sit in Singapore? I don't understand. When there are no operations, you can't do business in India. Why are those two subsidiaries? What is the purpose? Why don't you shut them down? Now, madam, please tell us whether the EPC business, are we shutting it down post these 8 onerous contracts, or you plan to still be in the EPC business, or is it that you will do EPC business only for the Tata Group and no external customers? And so in which case, what exactly is the plan? I mean, there is mention of external customers also. So are we only selling manufactured products to external customers and not do EPC business? Please tell us. Now, madam, also, if we look at our numbers, I mean, I don't know where to start because it's all downhill. So our EBITDA margin from 25% 2 years back, it became 10% last year and 5% in the first quarter. So what exactly is the outlook in the current year? I don't understand. There is the capital goods sector is doing so well in the country post COVID, but somehow this company is moving in the opposite direction. Now, madam, 52 employees got VRS. So what saving are we expecting on that account? Then, madam, what are the plans to expand the business, if any, or there are no plans, just keep on taking salaries and increasing salaries, and probably this employee expense will increase to 90% of revenue in future if the current trend goes on. Now, madam, if you could just tell us that what really is the plan? Is there any plan or is there no plan? The plan is only to live off your shareholders and keep on increasing salaries.
Thank you, Mr.
So,
Garg.
madam, I have anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Garg. We've taken down your questions. The next speaker is Mr. Abhishek Kumar Singh. Mr. Singh.
Good afternoon, Chairperson, Director, Management Team, Management Team, and shareholder. Thanks for helping me to join. I am a shareholder of the company. I have gone through the annual report and would like to thank the company for sharing me the details information. I think employees are the biggest strength of any organization. Machine can be purchased and building can be built, but skilled and experienced employee take a year to develop. That is a way I always like to understand that company are doing for employees development. I was also happy to read a company conduct annual health checkup and various awareness program for employees. There are also engagement and development activities. Those help teamwork for and confidence among the employees. In today's competitive world, employees must keep learning because the technology, customers' expectation, and business requirement continue to change. So I will not take further time, ma'am. I have two questions. First, what are the major skill development initiative done for employees? Second one, is there any plan to scaling on AI or new technology? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. I will now request Mr. Rakeshwar Pandeyji, President Tata Robbins Fraser Labour Union, to say a few words.
नमस्कार स्मिता जी, नमस्कार.
Namaskar.
और एमडी साहब को भी नमस्कार, सीएफओ साहब, सेक्रेटरी साहब, सबको आप लोगों को नमस्कार। शेयर होल्डर फ्रेंड्स की सब बातें हमने सुना बड़ा ध्यान से, पर्टिकुलरली मनोज गुप्ता जी दोबारा याद किए, कुछ दिन पहले टाटा स्टील के एजीएम में भी याद किए थे हमें, और राजशेखर जी। मैं आप लोगों को केवल इतना विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूँ, पर्टिकुलरली शेयर होल्डर्स को, चूंकि आप लोगों का फोरम है, कि यूनियन का हमेशा प्रयास ये रहता है कि अपनी कंपनी को अच्छा से चलाएं और उसको चलाने में मदद करें। और टीआरएफ की यूनियन हमेशा अपनी कंपनी के साथ रहती है, और जो भी नए इनिशिएटिव लिए जाते हैं उसमें हमेशा हम लोग सब हर तरह से सपोर्ट करते हैं। अब हमने कुछ पॉइंट्स नोट करके लाया है जो आप सभी शेयर होल्डर्स को बताना चाहेंगे कि द कंपनी इज ऑन द पाथ ऑफ टर्न अराउंड and we are hopeful that it will continue to remain positive in the coming years as well. Various steps have been taken by the management and the board, duly supported by the shareholders of the company. I truly believe that slowly and steadily TRF is coming back on track, and continuous engagement of the company with Tata Steel and other Tata Steel Group companies will help the company to shine in coming quarters and years. All people related process are in focus of the management, and we from the union would like to thank the management and express gratitude towards the board. Long pending issues are getting resolved. Constant review and focus on safety and well-being of all employees. Necessary steps have been taken to ensure safe working environment for all the employees of the company. The company continued to enhance employees' welfare through structured support mechanisms. The company continued to promote a culture of inclusivity and engagement through various employee engagement initiatives. The company demonstrated a strong commitment towards community engagement and social responsibility, with recording 6,742 volunteering hours. Tata Steel promoter support is invaluable, and we thank them profusely for the same. We are also thankful to shareholders for keeping faith in the company. Overall, a positive trend is being observed, and we believe this graph will go up only day by day. ये मैं कुछ पॉइंट्स नोट करके लाया था आपको। अभी दोबारा मैं अपनी कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट और बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को और पूरे शेयर होल्डर्स को विश्वास अपनी तरफ से दिलाना चाहता हूं कि यूनियन अपनी कंपनी के साथ है, और विश्वास है हमें कि कमिंग ईयर्स में ये कंपनी काफ़ी अच्छा करेगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों को।
Thank you, Pandit ji. I will now respond to the shareholders and answer the questions which have been raised. So firstly, I think there have been a lot of questions raised on the performance of the company, and I just want to give some broad comments because I think that will answer a significant part of the questions. So as UK showed in his presentation, about 4 or 5 years back, the company was significantly into the EPC business and made significant losses, as you would have seen on the page. And as if you've been long-term shareholders, you will have seen that as well. The company had actually debt which had shot up to over 400 crores. There were over 125 crores of BGs, or bank guarantees, which the company had given, which basically could be encashed. And the company was in significant financial distress. Looking at the condition of the company, I think there was a lot of attempt made to reconfigure the business. And after bringing in some stability, stemming in the financial distress which the company was facing, the company is now re-looking at its business model. The company is pursuing orders, as UK mentioned, from Tata Steel, Tata Group companies, as well as other external companies. But not really in the EPC business, because that tends to be very long drawn. It tends to be 4 or 5 year contracts, which often get extended. And in the interim, the company suffers a lot in terms of its financial performance. So the idea is not to be back in the position where we were 5 years back, where there were significant losses and the financial position was very stressed. The idea is to really reshape this company to make it more sustainable and to make it profitable on a sustained basis. And over the next few years, hopefully, we will be able to make the change. The team is working extremely hard towards this and made several investments across employees, across the plant and equipment to position themselves well for the future, and we hope we will able to deliver the details as and when the performance is visible, and it will be shared with all shareholders. So with that, I will just go through the questions raised by shareholders. So the first speaker, I think, was Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Thank you for all your kind words and your support over the years. I think you had questions on the future performance of the company, which I've answered. You had also asked in terms of whether there are any plans to merge with Tata Steel, and there is no plans to merge with Tata Steel in the short term. मिस्टर सराफ, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने बहुत टीम को बहुत सपोर्ट दिया और आपके शुभकामनाएं के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Mr. Longia, I think thank you for commending the team on digitizing the efforts. You had some specific questions, I think, in terms of cyber securities and any incidents which the company has faced. So we can confirm to you that there was no cyber incident the company faced during this year or any successful hacking attempts. There is a strong security framework which comprises next generation firewalls, endpoint protection, cloud security control, regular security monitoring, content filtering, and timely implementation of any cybersecurity advisories which happen. As you know, this is a field where new viruses keep getting released, and the company is very conscious of this and working hard to ensure that it does not face any of such issues. The next question was from Mr. Jhawar. Mr. Jhawar, thank you for your kind words, especially to company secretary. I'm glad they could support you and help you understand the company better. I think there were some specific questions asked in terms of revenue forecasts, profitability forecasts. We don't actually give guidance on revenue or performance going forward. No Tata company actually does give guidance, so we will not be able to comment on that. Like I said, we have changed the business model. The company is taking the right steps, and you will see the change over the next few quarters. Mr. Shah, thank you for your comments. I think you had a lot of comments on the performance of the company. As I explained, we are changing the business model, and the company has taken a lot of steps to move in this direction. We will not go back to those kind of EPC projects because they take a long tenure, and as I mentioned, they're actually not very profitable, and there's a lot of losses which the company suffered, and the company had a lot of debt. I would also like to share that the company today is literally debt free. There is no external debt. There is some debt which is seen in the balance sheet. That's an account of long dated preference shares which are due after 15-20 years, and as per accounting standards, some of it has to be recognized as debt. But there is no other external debt on the company, and the company has a cash balance of over 200 crores. This reflects the change which has happened over the last several years, and I'm hopeful that as the new business model gets implemented, we will be able to show better performance as well on an operating basis. Mr. Saurabh Kumar, thank you for your comments, and I think your understanding that any turnaround takes time. As you've rightly said, nothing happens in a quarter or so. It takes time, and we are working towards that, and we hope we can deliver on that. I think you had a question on the current ratio. The current ratio of the company for FY26 is 2.62, which, as you know, is very good, and it has improved following settlement a lot of the current liabilities which was there. And the company's working capital position is also strong, which helps it to meet its short-term obligations and focus on future growth. Mr. Cholera, we heard your comments and understand your disappointment which you expressed. Like I mentioned, we are changing the business model, and we are hopeful that we will be able to show performance over the next few quarters and years. Again, I will stress that we are not going into a business which is comparable to Elcon Engineering or some of the other competitors which were mentioned. But this is a well thought out strategy based on TRF strengths and how we want to ensure that we don't have the same problems which we had earlier. Mr. Himanshu Trivedi, thank you for your comments. We are, you had asked about the profit, but we don't give guidance for the future, so you will just have to wait for that. Mr. Manu Kumar Das, thank you again for your support for employees and for commending the management team on the community efforts which they have been taking. I just wanted to say that the diversity among employees is currently around 15%. I think that was a specific question which you had. Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal, thank you for your comments. The company has not declared a dividend for this year. The company has a negative net worth, which is, and because of which the regulations don't allow us to declare a dividend. We have noted your comments on the VC, and we will continue to do that as long as the regulations permit us to do that. Mr. Gutukanda, you had a lot of comments. We have heard your comments. I think I've answered your questions as well. You've also had several suggestions on employees and independent directors, etc. So we have taken them on board and we will consider them. Mr. Souvik Shekhar, thank you for the good words you had in terms of the efforts on safety and environment and the community which we've been taking. I think this is a very important topic for us, and this is something which, despite the financial stress which the company went through, has never been compromised, and we will continue to try and do our best on that. We, as a part of the process you had asked, we take, we focus on this in every aspect of our operations. And in some of the initiatives which we have done is strengthening in engineering controls, improving contractor safety, conducting leadership safety observations, and making sure that if there are any audit findings, safety audit findings, we close them at the earliest. Mr. Keshav Garg, I understand the concerns you've had and your anxiety over the company. A lot of the comments you made, we have answered, and I have addressed that. I would again say you've compared us to many EPC contractors or competitors. We are not in that business, and our growth path will not really follow their growth path. So that's something you might want to factor that in mind. You had a question about why rental income from Tata Steel had gone down to zero. So there were some sheds which had been rented out to Tata Steel. As we are moving back into this business model, we also need the sheds, and Tata Steel did not require the sheds. So they closed out on the rental agreement, and that's why there is no further rental agreement there. In terms of the onerous contracts from the past, I think this is precisely the problem which which was there and which we have worked very hard to address. Progressively over the years, we've been working to close the projects so that these contracts no longer are there on our books, and to make sure that any bank guarantees which we had issued on the for such contracts get extinguished. This year, our bank guarantees are around 30 crores, while about 5 years back they were over 120 crores. So I just want to share the efforts which the company has taken to to reduce that, and we will continue to work on making sure that we are able to close all these projects and we are able to really move forward without without having these issues bog us down. You had a question on whether we are closing the EPC business or we plan to continue, and as I've explained, we will be focused more on equipment and spares. to help us improve our performance. The savings on employee costs after the VRS is annual recurring savings is expected to be around 4.8 crores, which will help help the performance going forward and make the company future ready. Mr. Abhishek Kumar Singh, I'm glad you could get the annual report in time and go through it. We are working on multiple skill development initiatives for employees. As you mentioned, employees are critical to the performance of the company, and we are very invested in making sure they are skilled. We are doing targeted training programs at JNT VTI, which is a technical institute set up by Tata Steel, which we are using, as well as TMDC, which is another institute focused on manufacturing and technical competencies. We have also introduced the in-house Skill Shakti initiative to strengthen workforce capabilities and to improve shop floor productivity, ensuring employees are well prepared to meet the evolving business needs and to support future growth. I think with that, we have answered all the questions. I now authorize Mr. Abhishek Ghosh, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, to conduct the remote e-voting procedure and conclude the meeting. The remote e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable shareholders to cast their votes. The results will be intimated to BSE Limited and the National Stock Exchange of India Limited, and also uploaded on the website of the company and of NSDL, and be made available at the registered office of the company. I thank the shareholders for attending the meeting and for their continued support. I also thank the directors for joining the meeting remotely. With your consent, the other board members and I would like to leave the meeting. I request all shareholders to stay safe and to stay healthy. Thank you.
The e-voting facility was kept open for 15 minutes as had been announced by the chairperson. We now close the e-voting process. I confirm that the requisite quorum was present throughout the meeting. The results of the AGM will be announced on or before August 8, 2026. With this, I declare the meeting as closed. Thank you.